This has gotten much, much bigger than I expected. I did pitch the idea of the digitization center. So when the Riley Foundation came through with the money to actually build the 5,000 square feet that we have behind you, that was a huge leap forward. And so that alone was something I'd love to do, but never expected to get this much space, that much support from the special libraries and endowments to help us buy all of the specialized equipment that we have. And that's still happening to this day. So the special libraries are contributing money out of their endowments so that we can buy this very expensive equipment to digitize the materials that are in their archive.
But there's nothing in the grant about building the collection. So that's still on my end to really, how do we get either donations of materials, lending? I think that there's a whole lot of room if we can get people to, either through acquisitions or through understanding what's here, that they could actually donate to us something we've already digitized in order for us to actually have the artifact, not just the digital preservation file.
What we found out over the last couple of years is that the classes, the music classes, like to use this space to hold a couple of classes throughout a semester.
Really?
Yeah, and so what we've had to do is kind of wrangle this space in a way where we could get 10 to 20 chairs in this space. The students will listen to music, they'll have assignments to do in the space where they'll have to talk about the music. And so we knew immediately we wouldn't have to expand, we would have to expand not only for the materials that are growing, but also a space larger than this listening space to also hold some classes. Now with the grant, we're being a little bit more ambitious and not only building for the future for holding more materials, but also building a space that could accommodate. We're looking at about 50 students now. So plus there's community events that we want to hold down here, and during those events, most of the folks actually congregate outside of this space rather than inside. It's just not big enough for groups of 50 or 75 to all be in here at once. But the expansion will allow that. And then we've also designed it with, it'll be glass just like this, but the glass will be able to open and be folded to the side. So it'll actually make a much larger room and much larger space, be able to make use of some library space just by opening those glass doors up.
So there's a lot of, I don't know how many actual LPs, but like there are 44,000 tracks that have been digitized. Well, probably only a quarter of those we own the item.
Right.
If that.
And now we're closer to 100,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
So whatever's there. I don't know of any university that has as large of a digital collection that we have. They may have unprocessed collections that might be close to what we have. We have a huge bump with the Opal Nations gift, because we weren't expecting that. That was 3,500 items.
Right.
So I think that I feel really good about what we've done so far and the funding and what's going to happen out of this. But on the other side of that, I'm still concerned about how do we get people to know to check with what's in their grandparents' attic before it gets tossed.
Right.
And to trust that we are a repository for this. And this can really be a national repository for this, that people walk into it, right. And unlike any other archive you or I will ever go to, you walk into the archive, you pull your own material. You go to a Texas collection if you want to use something there. You fill out the slip and they bring it out to you in the reading room. We're in the collection. So to me, that's the exciting part of it. That's what sets this apart from any other kind of archive of this nature, and that you are in the archive pulling your own material to play.